This is The Breakup 2.0, Disconnecting Over New Media by Ilana Gresham, presented by Colin Bello and Jigar Kamdar. Ileana Gresham was intrigued by the degree to which her students used new media to communicate important romantic information such as "it's over." She decided to get to the bottom of the matter by interviewing 72 people about how they use Skype, texting, voicemail, instant messaging, Facebook to end relationships. Her students helped her come up with the idea of how people use technology to break up. When asked the question, what counts as a breakup, she expected typical answers such as cheating and arguments, but instead she got the mediated breakups, which is by texting, Facebook, or any other popular social network. What makes new media new? Ilana Gresham makes a distinction between the fact of newness and the ways in which people understand the newness of technology. Whether a piece of technology has actually been recently introduced isn't as relevant as how people behave and think about a piece of technology. The release date doesn't matter, it's the reaction and the change in behavior that it promotes is what that is important. What Ilana Gresham found is that media is now integral to most contemporary relationships. Email, text messages, instant messages, Facebook, and even face-to-face conversations were all considered mediums through which to end a relationship. On the other hand, sending text messages was seen as low stakes, more immediate, and often had the right level of informality for starting to flirt with someone. However, this informality, while appropriate for flirting, was considered by many interviewees to be too informal for a breakup. The most common breakup problem interviewees reported was the inappropriateness or lack of appropriateness the medium used to do the breaking up. This understanding of appropriateness is linked to Gresham's points to teach persons media ideologies. Media ideologies are a set of beliefs about communicative technologies with which users and designers explain perceived media structure and meaning. Understanding these ideologies is a critical way to gain insight on technology use. Of the media Gresham discusses in her book, social networking site Facebook is the most prominent because of its newsfeed feature, which broadcasts information about one's personal life to a large network of people. As a result, people can know about friends' love lives even though they haven't spoken to the friends in months. One interviewee, Yi Lun, disliked Facebook because it defines her relationships. Adding and deleting friends from Facebook affects your relationships a lot because we have always added one person that is significant then the other one person the significant other does not improve of, therefore creating problems and leading to a breakup. As Gresham stated repeatedly, the medium is part of the message. One can announce I want to break up with you in a face-to-face conversation, phone call, mail, text message, instant message, or Facebook wall post, but the medium of delivery is the part that counts, and how someone chooses to how the person receiving the message perceives the medium should be taken into consideration.
People would often use away messages on their instant messenger as a tool to express their feelings without having to write the direct words. Like, that's their idea of what the purpose of away messages is. Like, they would post sad lyrics after a breakup. Like, for example, Rachel posted the lyrics of You Could Be Happy, and her ex-boyfriend took it as a sign that she's starting to accept the breakup. Even though she just posted some lyrics, her then boyfriend takes it as what she's feeling. Like, he has this background knowledge that girls post, like, lyrics to express their feelings. So, that's how he took it. Yeah, that's second order information. It was also mentioned in the book that girls usually post lyrics and quotes about how strong they are and how well they're coping with the breakup as their away messages. On the other hand, guys post their activities like they have a football game or they're in class. Another example is Facebook wall posts. This is another example from the book. Ryan, who was Mary Ann's then boyfriend, broke up with Mary Ann because Mary Ann's guy friend posted the song Get Another Boyfriend on her wall. It really didn't mean anything to Mary Ann and her guy friend, but since Orion, the then boyfriend, has this background knowledge that a guy wouldn't just randomly post a song on a friend that's a girl without meaning anything. So he broke up with her, and that's a second order information. Some people find it necessary to change practically everything on their Facebook after they have ended a relationship with someone. They remove traces of their relationship on Facebook, such as deleting their pictures with their ex-boyfriend or girlfriend, removing wall posts, changing their relationship statuses, and the like. Some people would even go as far as defriending their exes on Facebook. So yeah, defriending someone on Facebook versus deleting your ex's phone number. According to the interviews that the author had with college students, defriending on Facebook means that you don't want your ex to see your information anymore. On the other hand, you delete your ex's phone number to keep yourself from calling or texting them. Some wouldn't really delete their ex's phone number, but they would assign a specific ringtone to their ex, so when their ex calls them, they know not to pick up the phone. There was also this guy that Ilana interviewed, and he said that he just stopped using instant messenger altogether because it reminds him of his ex-girlfriend. Like, he associates instant messaging to his ex-girlfriend. Anyway, so how public is public? It was also mentioned in the book that there was this instance that a guy was annoyed that his friends saw what he had written on his blog, which is linked to his Facebook account. What really surprised me is that he got mad that that happened, even though he set his privacy option to be viewed publicly, his profile to be viewed publicly. After breaking up, people would seem to forget that their Facebook isn't their diary. As what's written in the book, guys and girls are confident that their ex will look at their profile, and they act as if their ex is their only audience. Some of them would post really sad quotes. So even if they didn't really directly tell you what happened, you just know. On the other hand, some people feel like they have to compete with their exes. Like, for instance, Kathy's exes posted, I am happy. Right after seeing that, she posted, Kathy's having a great day. And she said that's like a part of her master Facebook plan, which includes her posting pictures with friends, specifically guy friends, having a great time, and post happy statuses. I just had to copy that one because I just find it really funny. After a breakup, I have to portray myself as a bundle of happiness and joy, and that's all that matters. The worst part is having to make all of my statuses so darn happy.